you'll be getting two hellos because I did this particular section a little while ago. I'm using the lid of a plastic container. I have used, in my cup here, poured in silicone rubber A and B. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Mixed it up, and I'm pouring it on the edge of this cup. Lid. I saw this technique on Solo Epoxy, which I will link below. I loved the idea. I'm doing something a little differently. So you just mix the part A, part B. You pour it over here on top, on the edge, and you create a silicone ring. So I'm just cleaning up my edges here, and then you'll see what I do and use with this silicone ring. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. So there seems to be a little dent in here in my mold, and I think that's because I've used this earlier. It didn't work out, so I'm trying it again, where I put in, as you saw in the clip before, how I created a silicone ring. So I'm going to clean this up. Hopefully it's not permanent, I don't know. So this is the Geode mold, holographic mold from Molds and Shapes. And I'm going to try one more try of getting, I don't know if that'll do anything or not. Using some baby wipe. I know you're not supposed to clean the surfaces, but you know, sometimes you just have to, and then molds do wear out. So the more often you use them, unfortunately. So let me do the best I can on that. Okay, oops, got some residue here. So this is going to be a pour that I saw on Solo Epoxy, and I will link her video that she did on this. I just loved it, and then I taught myself how to make a silicone ring. I did ask my friend Cassie for advice on what product to use. She's my product go-to person. Okay, so I'm going to place this in the center, and it's going to take me a little while. So I will play with it and get it as circular as I can. And then I'll come back to you when I'm ready to do the 3D bloom. Yes, 3D bloom in the center. See you shortly. So spur of the moment, I had, excuse me, I had some leftover resin from a previous project. And I think what I'm going to do is pour a layer here. And I'm not going to fuss with the center anymore. This is the best I can do as far as centering it. It's really was really difficult for me. So I pushed that down, and what I'm going to do is layer a very thin layer around the edge here, because I want to do something when I'm done with my bloom in the center. So I'm just going to use up this. It just occurred to me I had some leftover resin and I have to do a layer anyway, so why not use it, right? So I'm gonna do this and then use my tool to sort of push it and hopefully have a layer. It may not be complete, but I'll make the most of it, and then I'll come back to you for the next step. But I wanted to show you that layer first. Okay, so I just realized I may have made a huge mistake by putting this edge here with my silicone ring. So I'm gonna have to figure this out, and I think I have a plan, and you'll see why. Okay, so I got this lovely little button from Hobby Lobby, and I thought I'd use it as my centerpiece. And this is gonna be a pure white bloom with a little bit. I'm going to use Cast and Craft, and I'm going to put a little bit of Violet Aurora mica powder. So let me just coat this a little bit on this side, and then I did 40A and 40B, so 80 grams total of craft resin. I'm using craft resin today. So I only want a thin layer. So let me put that in. And then drop this in the center. And it's called Cali Center. You know me. I'm okay that it's sticking up because I'm having several layers come up. So let me just put this over here. So this ring, okay, I think I'm going to be okay. I might, let's see, how much do I have? Oh, I have a little bit more, so let me just pour a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Okay, because I might put a, we'll see. And I'm just thinking this through now, I'm thinking too far ahead, so let me just do this one step at a time. Okay, then in my cup, while that settles down, I'm going to pour out 12 grams. Well, it ended up being 14. And I still have 30 grams left. Okay, so 80 minus 30 is 50. So plus that. So next time I gotta remember maybe just 50 grams is all I need for this this ring center. We shall see. All right. So, oh, and again, I forgot to put the mica powder first. I'm going to do it to the side, but I'll show you how much I'm going to put in. Not very much, because I don't want it to overtake. So maybe, oops, that was too much. So maybe that much, okay? Shake up my casting craft. One. And just a little bit more. All right, I'm going to stir it here. And hopefully you can see it stirring so it's not too boring while you're waiting. I'm going to be putting it in my piping bag. I think I'm going to do actually a spiral, but a wavy kind of spiral, and you'll see what I mean. Sort of to follow the shape of this. So I'll just mix this really well. So see, I'm going to have a gap here when I take this ring out, but I think I have a solution because of what I'm doing as my background piece over here. All right, so I'm stirring it really well because I have that mica powder, so I want to make sure that that's stirred in really well. Hopefully it'll show up. And I like to squeeze my cup like this and then pour it into my piping bag. It helps sort of not let it go all over to on the sides of the piping bag. You know what I mean? Because you want it way on the bottom. So, excuse the crunching sound. That's how much that number of grams is. Okey-doke. All right. Cut the stream here. Test what it looks like. Looks pretty good. And here I go. I might have to hold my arm here. Okay, so it's going to go like I'm trying to do a wavy. And then always making sure my stream is even. So I'm trying to follow the shape of this mold. Okay, I might have to do a well, this one didn't come out very well. Okay, I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna do a little teeny one out here because I want it as much. Okay, I think I'll leave it. I hope my stream is thick enough. Okay, so now I'll use my silicone tool. You know, I'm going to do another one up here too because I know I'm going to be... Always tuck that end of your tail of your piping bag. Yeah, oops, it went up. That's okay. And then a little one here. Kind of squiggly line here. All right. Okay. So now with my bag, since I don't have alcohol ink, I don't have to worry about wiping it off because, you know, there's no ink. All right, so I'm going to do the usual. Keep that in the center. Oh, I do hope that Aurora, Violet Aurora shows up. Now I'm at a decision on whether I want to pull out or just have them all come in. So I think today I'm going to have them all come in. I think. Let's see. What do I want to do? Be kind of pretty for them to go out though. Oh, I can't decide. You know what? I'm going to have them all come in, and I'm going to do it like a lot. I'm just wiping out of habit, I guess. Okay, and then, well, this isn't really going to matter. I'm just going to try to pull those in. Now, my other thing is I want to put a layer of a color here, and I hope I have enough room, and I'll be able to tell once this is cured, and I can, you know, put my finger or a tool to see how much room I have on this silicone rubber. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Hope that gets a nice bloom. Woo! I burnt it. Ugh. So terrible. Okay. Well, wish me luck. Ooh, smell that burnt resin. I will come back to you for... may not come back to you for what I'm going to put over here, but I will definitely come back when I'm going to be doing this side, because it's a effect I'm going to put. Yay, I'll give you a hint. It's with UV resin, I think. All right, catch you next time, or catch you soon. Alrighty, so on to the next step. So I know what I want in the background, and on this side here, I'm not sure what color ink to do over my bloom here. So I'm going to do some resin dye It's called Let's Resin Dye. And I'm going to put yellow in for now. Because I don't know, I don't want a black, but I need something. So, and I can't remember what goes with yellow. I'm just going to make it, just put some of that yellow in there. I was going to put green, but I don't think that goes. I need my little color chart. So, I feel like that's too light. So, you know what? I'm going to get some paste as well. So, hang on a minute. So this is the Let's Resin pigment paste. Hopefully I can show you that. And so, oh, that's orange. Oopsie. This says yellow. So I'm going to take a very small drop, hopefully. I just don't know what to do on this one. I've never done this design before, so it's an experiment, and I hope it works, because I've spent a little bit of time on this. Okay, so it's just, whoops, just a little bit off the stick. Never used a yellow, but you know, because the pin or the button underneath is purple, I thought maybe, you know, yellow would maybe highlight it. Let me put a little bit more. These pigment pastes are great because they're, instead of the tubs, you know, that you have to use a stick and then guess how much to put. It's drops that you use. So, see, in my head, I have an idea of what I want around this bloom. But having an idea in your head and a visual, you know, is different when you execute it. So, okay, so I mixed 15 grams in here. And let's see if that was enough. So I don't want to overflow. Ooh, I have to get that off. Okay, I'm gonna have to spread it. Oh my goodness, spread, spread, spread. Good thing this cured. Okay, I'm gonna need more. So, thank goodness I have some more resin. I'll clean this up in a moment, but let me put in, so that was 15, so let me put another 10, because I don't want it to overflow. So that means that was a total of 25. And I'm going to leave this one light, kind of use what's in the container. I have to clean that up in a moment. So, I will let that spread, and if I have to add more, I will, and then I will clean this up, and I'll catch you on the next segment. Okay, so that, I forgot which one I was doing. Oh, the bloom. Okay, no, the top coat. Now, I didn't think about this, that this little silicone ring, ooh, thank goodness came out, is going to leave a little depression there. So, no problem. What I'm going to do is I mixed up some resin. And I'm going to use my piping bag, my pipette. And I'm just going to, oops, I guess I can just do this. You know, I just want a coat of resin on that space of where that ring is, where that ring was. And I don't think it'll affect my next step. So this is several step. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to clean up the edge. guess I didn't need very much, but you know, I think it's a minimum amount of resin that you can mix and then it doesn't work, I think. I'm not sure. So I did have another project anyway, so okay, so let's see here. Okay, that worked. So I am not, I almost kind of, I don't want, I want this to stand out. So that's, so I wasn't going to, but I think I am going to let it do that. So I will clean this up and then pop these bubbles, and I'll see you for the next move. Alrighty, so that little gap has been filled. And now you'll see from what I'm doing here, what my intention is going to be on this part. So, if you can guess, I've got some some UV resin that I'm using. I've got a Tupperware with Dawn soap and some water, and I've shaken it up. That was Julie's invention or idea, which was fantastic. And okay, I guess I'm going to use this to spread it out. And I'm going to do a bubble effect. I think it's called, is that what it's, I can't remember now. So I'm going to push this UV resin. I'm just going to do portions of it. So let me just make sure it comes in here. Yep. Okay, now comes the fun part. I'm going to use a spoon here, and I've got some bubbles, ooh, some pretty ones, different size ones, and I'm going to gently place it and then spread it. Oh yeah. Get so many cool ideas from Miss Julie. Okay, so a little bit more here. And then before I lose the bubbles, I'm going to put my UV light on. And then I'll let that sit for a moment, and then I'll let you see what it looks like. I might do it twice, and then I'll keep doing, you know, the rest of it, and I'll catch you for the next step after that. Okay, so that kind of has cured, and now I'm doing gently putting my paper towel over those bubbles. Just to dry them up a little bit. Cool. All right, now I'm gonna turn it over. I'll just do it one more time. You can fast forward through this or not. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it to a time lapse. Yeah, time lapse and a music. All right, and I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, so off camera, I did a couple things that I hope you don't mind. One is I dusted here with Nicpro Chameleon powder, purple, red, and green. Just took a brush, dipped it in the mica powder, and dusted it, and then used my blower to blow any excess out. I have to do that outside. I can't do it inside. The other thing I did that I didn't show you is that I mixed up some resin to pour over here. And I did the J Diction 4 hour, and I put in some Holbein acrylic ink as my black. So I haven't decided how I'm going to pour this yet, meaning if it's going to go over or just to the edge of this. So I'm hoping I have enough. I mixed enough resin, but I don't think I did. So it may just only go to the center, to this part. I'll just see. Yeah. Well, I want to make sure it goes over there. So, because I only have 3.5 ounces left. You know what? I'm going to try. And I'm hoping that because I put that yellow background over my bloom, that it's protected, even though I'm putting this black over. Oh, good. Okay, maybe I'll get lucky on this one. I'm going to just keep scraping. Okay, then I'm just gonna gently mix it around. Oh, wouldn't that be great if I did enough? Oh my gosh. That would be just sweetums. Just scrape as much as I can. You can, of course, fast forward. The next step after this will be the reveal. And I hope it's a good one. So what I'm going to do is just scrape some more, clean off my gloves, and use my heat gun and kind of take out those bubbles there. Okay. All right. I will see you all for the unmolding for you just a few seconds. Okay, so I'm really excited to see how this experiment turned out. Okie doke. I got a lot of bubbles because that's a very thick resin. I should have probably soaked it in a bath water. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, whoa. Oh, that is so cool. And I kind of like it that it's wide and narrow. Oh, I love it. And then I don't know if you can see the, oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Look at my bloom. It's off, but it's kind of cool off, right? At least that's what I'm going to say. Let me show you the holographicness again. Okay, cool. All right, I'll take a photo and I'll catch you next time, and I so appreciate you watching.